Imagine a job interview that goes so wrong that it makes international news for years after. The following happened in 2006, and it is one of my favorite things that has ever occurred. And if you have ever gone into a job interview, a bundle of nerves, and finally calmed yourself by saying, well, what's the worst that can happen? Here is something I bet you never even suspected was a possibility. This is Guy Goma, and in 2006 he applied for a job in the IT department at the BBC, and in May of that year he was invited to come to their headquarters for an interview. So he's waiting there in the reception area at the BBC. A person comes out and says, "Guy?" He says, "Yes, come with me." As you can imagine, he's probably very nervous, rehearsing what he's going to say to try to get this job, but then they take him to a makeup chair and start putting makeup on his face. And he thinks, well, this is a little weird, but maybe that's how they do it here. Then they take him out to the studio with all of the cameras and sit him across from the anchor. And then she says, okay, we are now live on the air, and she starts asking him questions in front of millions of people. Questions that he did not come prepared to answer. This is Guy Cuny. Same first name, very different person. He is a technology expert who was supposed to be interviewed on air by the BBC, who was sitting in a different reception area. He looks up at the monitor and sees they're airing the segment that he was supposed to be on. They were doing a story about the 2006 lawsuit between Apple Computer and the Beatles record label. And the anchor says, we're here with Guy Cuny, and then they start talking to this totally different guy. Now see if you can spot the moment when the other guy who thought he was there for a job interview realizes what has happened. He heroically collects himself and just answers the question as best he can. The viewers at home likely didn't notice any difference. They did bring him back later to do the actual job interview. He did not get the job.